I'm Diego Riveros-Iregui. I'm a Bowman and Gordan Gray professor in the Department of Geography at UNC Chapel Hill. I'm a hydrologist and I'm an ecohydrologist. And ecohydrology is this subfield of hydrology that studies the interactions between water and living organisms, including plants and microbes and the soil. So one of the challenges that we're trying to solve and address in Galapagos has to do with interactions between the ecosystem and water, and what happens when there is absence of water, what happens when there is too much water, what happens with changes in precipitation patterns or with droughts. And these are questions that are very important for the faith of ecosystems, the health of forests, and for challenges that we have going forward, like are we going to have soils that are useful in 100 or 200 or 300 years? Working in Galapagos advances my field of science because Galapagos are strategically located in the tropics. So one thing that we know about the tropics is that they have solar radiation year-round, and they also receive a lot of water from rainfall, or in the case of Galapagos, from fog, from clouds that are hanging very low. I feel very fortunate to have the support of the GSC and the partnership that we've established with the GSC, mainly for two reasons. One is for research, and the second one is for teaching. So with research, it's great to have a partner at the site who can go to the field with us and conduct measurements and conduct observations of all the different environmental variables that we collect while we're there, but who can also stay and monitor our stations while we're back here, back home, and who can help us extend those measurements throughout the year. And the second aspect is great to have a laboratory. It's great to have a classroom that we can take Carolina students and teach in these classrooms, and they can learn. For many students in North Carolina, this is the very first time that they go abroad. This might be the first time that they're conducting hands-on research, and in particular we use the Terrestrial Ecology Lab, and this is a lab where we calibrate our instruments, where students learn how to use instruments, and then we go in the field and collect measurements and observations. Something else that happens in the Galapagos is that Galapagos are located in Latin America, and they're subject to all the complex interactions and socio-economic interactions that are taking place in Latin America, including population growth, including an increase in tourism, and including all the different demands that come with these processes. The Galapagos are also a very sensitive ecosystem. Tropical islands in general are very sensitive ecosystems, so understanding how sensitive ecosystems respond to changes in water availability, that means changes in rainfall patterns, prolonged droughts or extreme rainfall, allows us to take that knowledge other places like North Carolina and coastal North Carolina, and evaluate how these coastal environments may respond to projected climate change.